Hi there guys and welcome. These are your handover videos for your Sprite Alpine 2. These are essentially a basic run through of how to set up and operate the caravan. Starting off first, got your black hitch head just here, the black lever. You have to have, well, silver lever in this case. You have to have the silver lever pulled up to then wind the jockey wheel down onto the tow ball. Once it's down, it will snap that handle back, pushing up this red button, exposing a green ring. You've then got your handbrake just here, and then you've also got 13-pin electric, so if your car does have 7-pin adaptation, make sure to bring yourself an adapter. You then have your jockey wheel on the side, which is used to level the caravan. Then 2 points either side and 2 points at the back, you have your inserts for your legs. Now, the caravan itself comes with a leg winder, however if you'd like it to be a bit quicker, you can grab yourself a 19mm drill bit and a power drill to then wind down the legs a bit quicker. However, do not attempt to jack up or level the caravan using the legs, they are simply used for stabilisation. First level using the jockey wheel, then put down all 4 corner steadies. Now we are using test equipment. So as you can see here, I've got a red propane gas bottle, which then connects onto this regulator at the top. You want to hand tighten that as much as you can, and then nip it up using the spanner. You don't want it too tight, as otherwise that's going to squash the rubber O-ring that is inside the hose. Then just twist the gas bottle in the open or positive direction, and that will begin to allow gas to flow through into the caravan. On the opposing side, starting off first, you have your flue. Your flue is used to get clean air in and out of your boiler. Don't have to do anything with this except make sure it's nice, clean and tidy. Then you've got your water pump just here. So I'll just take that out for a second. Water pump itself pushes in, and then it can't be removed without pressing this trigger. You've got this blue plastic cap to go over the top of the acrowl to make sure no nastiness gets in, and at the bottom you have your strainer. Your strainer has to sit at the bottom of the barrel, as otherwise it will just gasp through air, leading to coughs and splutters. So you want to push it in just like that, and then to remove it, press in the trigger and pull out like so. Now those do have a little bit of a tendency to curl up, so you will have to straighten it out before every use. But what some people do, they'll get some old hose pipe or some PVC piping, put it around the bottom of it so it's always nice and straight. Then just here, we've got your battery locker. So this example does have a battery fitted, and then you have your mains lead which plugs in nice and easy just like that. And you've got a little bit of a cutout just there, so you can actually feed the mains lead through that point and lock it up. Then at the back we have toilet functions. So first up just underneath here you have 2 points. Now that is where your wastewater from both your shower and your sink will come from. You'll need some 28.5mm waste pipe to then feed into a waste master that you can then empty out at the appropriate point on site. Then just here we've got your cassette. To remove the cassette, you press up on the handle and pull out just like so. You can also extend this part out, pull it up so it's almost like a bit of a carry-on suitcase. Then, when you're at your emptying point, twist that head to the side, open up that cap just like so. You want to tilt, and at the same time as tilting, continually press in this button here to vent. Then what you can do, open up this part here, feed in a little bit of fresh water, give it a little bit of a shake, and again tilt and vent. Then on this cap here you have measurements in both imperial and metric, and that is for your blue chemical. The blue chemical goes onto that cap, back to the side, twist the head in just like so, push back the cassette so that that orange handle sits behind those white teeth, as then it can't be removed without pressing up that bit there. Then this top component, that is your flush tank. Your flush tank itself can hold around 12 litres of water, however I wouldn't recommend putting in any more than 10 as you don't want to overfill it. Use something like a watering can as it is a little bit of an awkward angle to get into. You can also add a little bit of pink chemical which works as a bleach without being corrosive and also makes the toilet smell nicer. Now you don't want to travel with either of these too full, so just up here, got a little bong, open up that bong and we'll drain off any remaining water in that flush tank. The caravan itself will be fully drained off before it leaves with yourselves. Then underneath your right hand side bed you have all of this, so I would not recommend storing anything underneath this component as there's the potential of it rattling about and breaking something. Underneath this part here you have your boiler just there, and then these blue leads leading to that yellow valve, that is your drain valve. The drain valve itself, when it's in the horizontal position as it is now, is allowing water to flow through. When it's in the vertical position, that is in drain mode. We will leave the caravan in drain mode when it leaves with you, so please do make sure that when you come to use it you flick it over to the correct direction, as otherwise it's just not going to work, is it? Then this silver box on the side here, that is your battery charger. Then on the top you have your trips and your fuses. All your trips in the upright position and all your fuses there. I would always recommend as well to carry some extra fuses with you. And on the top you can see heating and hot water is illuminated, as well as charger, meaning that both of them are operating. And then you have a reverse polarity button just there, and then a complete system shutdown button. Press that in and that means nothing inside the caravan is going to be able to operate. Now if you do need a little bit more information on your trips and fuses, please just pull this down here and have a look at that information just there. Then just here we have your main control panel. So this is for everything by your heating and hot water. You have your main on and off switch just here. You have lighting on that one just there, off and on. You have this level here, which allows you to see the amount of power coming into the caravan, which right now is 14 volts. When you're not plugged into mains, that will show the accurate representation of the amount of volts coming from the battery. Or you can just press in on those parts just there. You can also view the amount of power coming from when you're plugged into the vehicle. Then this button here, press in, that's your awning light. Come to the outside, you can see that's active. And then you can see that mains is coming into the caravan. Then just here you've got your water pump button. So as you can see, water pump is active. Come over here, and what you want to do is open up on both cold and hot. You're looking for that nice steady continuous stream. Let it run for about 30 seconds and you're looking for this nice steady stream. If there's any coughs or splutters, go outside and check your water pump itself. Make sure that that is not clumped up or anything like that, and that the strainer is sat at the bottom of the barrel. If you've just plugged it in, wait about 2 to 3 minutes to allow the water to actually circulate through, and then open up on both hot and cold. So just a quick summary of this: on and off, levels, lights, awning light, water pump. Then just here we have your Truma control panel, which is used for heating and hot water. So to turn this on, press in just like so. There. Then you come to this panel and just here. So starting off, you've got the motorhome with the thermometer in it. They use the same panel for motorhomes as well. So this is for your internal temperature. Whatever you select it to will get to that temperature. So goes up to a maximum of 30 and starts at 5. And just to quickly say, that's a back button. This is a dial, but it's also a button. So we'll press on 5. Next up, you've got your water heat. So you can either have it off, eco, hot, or boost. Eco gets the water to 40 degrees, hot gets it to 60 degrees, and boost will prioritize the water heat over the actual heating of the caravan. And then it will do that for 15 minutes, get the water up to temperature, and then drop it back down to eco. So that's ideal if you want to use a shower or something like that. Then you've got your energy source, so you can either run gas, a mixture gas and 1 kilowatt, mixture gas and 2 kilowatts, or strictly electric with 1 or 2 kilowatts. So you can either run gas, mains, or both. Then you've got your fan icon just here. of the fan itself, it can either come up as eco or high when you are using the heating. Eco is a nice steady stream coming out the vent. High is a bit more vigorous. However, if I were to switch this over back to the caravan with the thermometer and switch it to off, then go back over to the vent, you can see it comes up with the vent setting. Now what you do for vent is it will essentially just push around the air in the caravan. So you open up your windows and that allows it to circulate through. Go back just here. Then this one here, this is your timer. So this allows you to start when you'd like the heating and hot water to come on and when you'd like it to finish. So you first select when you'd like it to start and when you'd like it to finish. P represents PM, A represents AM. Then you've got your actual time, so you just input the correct time. Every time that it comes on, the panel will reset itself. Then you've got some additional settings here. Not going to go through the additional settings in this video, as we have set it to what we believe is the easiest interface to use. If you'd like to have a look inside your book packs, you can find some additional information on that. Then turn this off, press and hold on the middle, and it will flash off just like so. Now the panel itself will turn green automatically when the panel has not been activated, so it doesn't annoy you whilst you sleep. Then just here we have your fridge operation. So turn this on, press and hold on this button here, it will flash up and go to its most recent memory, which in this case was gas, on full capacity. You have a mode button here, which you press in and allows you to change the source. The sources you have are 13-pin electric for when you're plugged in with car. Now that is not leisure battery, that does not allow you to run with leisure battery. You've got gas, you've got mains, and you've got auto. Now what auto does is it selects what the fridge thinks is the best power source to use. So when I press mode now, it goes to auto, you can see it selects mains. I'm going to press mode again, it's going to circle back around to the battery symbol and it's going to come up with a hazard as we're not plugged in. Begin to flash up and beep at you. Now for gas you'll gradually begin to hear it tick in, then once it's finished ticking, that means that it is then activated. Then you've got this temperature icon just here. This allows you to change the amount of power coming into the fridge. The thicker the bar, the more power coming in. So 5 being the most powerful, 1 being the least. It takes 4 hours for the fridge to fully chill. And you've just got a few different sources. Then to turn it off, press and hold on that icon there and turns itself off. Then just here we have your hob, grill and oven. So everything works on gas here. You have to press it on the dial, twist it to the side and then press on the igniter. This is what it looks like when these are all lit. As you can see, nice blue clean continuous flames. And turn it off back to the central position. Then again for the grill, let's see if I can do this with one hand. There you can see both sides nice and lit. And finally, the oven. See? There you go, oven nice and lit as well. Now, a few things to note. Don't travel with this glass sheet up, but make sure before you put the glass sheet down that all of these burners are cold to the touch. And then as well, don't travel with your gas actually on. And when you first plug in with your gas, this is the first thing I would check. Get your power on, make sure that's all on, come over, make sure that all of these are working. If not, go outside and check that you've got plenty of gas in your bottle. And lastly, we've got your toilet operation, which you might say is bog simple. Then what you have to do, open up that, do whatever you need to do in there, press this button on the top, and you can hear that motor. That motor is what will push around any water that is inside the flush system. Then, to empty it out, press away on the handle, opens up to the cassette, and shut it back just like so. And as you can see, it shuts it up. You have to have it shut to be able to actually remove the cassette toilet as well. Then when the cassette toilet is full, there'll be a red icon come up underneath there telling you to empty it.